Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniX TCG, and today we've got another gameplay video coming up. I think today's actually going to be double gameplay, one for One Piece and then one for Battle Spirits Saga. So stay tuned for the second video of the day. But what we got here is Smoker versus Ivankov. Should be a pretty fun little thing, especially since we just did everything you need to know about Smoker, and hint hint, wink wink, nudge nudge, we are probably going to have an everything you need to know about Ivankov coming up very soon, considering that somebody asked for it. And often I actually will switch around the order of things I want to do depending on if I see people actively asking for it. So with that being said, as per usual, if you want to help out the channel in many free ways, you can just go down and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, just press the notification button so you never miss a beat, and then comment so the video gets more interaction and we can make a dialogue in the comments. You can also join us in Discord or follow me on different socials like Instagram or Twitter, and the description or the links to all those will be in the description. So yeah, let's get into the match before we end up having a message from Mystic TCG about their event coming up, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so we got blue versus black. Right now, one of the biggest things is that Smoker is going to take advantage of any deck that doesn't have Rush, simply because you are able to get so much out of your destruction effects before most of their cards can even affect the board. So looking at my hand, I was kind of odded out, I think, looking at it. There's multiple of cards there, but I decided that it's a good one. Winning the die roll and being able to go second, I decided the curve was going to be good enough. So he's going to start off playing a buggy. Like I said before, Ivankov is one of the most consistent decks in the format. It does what it does almost every single game. That looked a little weird. I have to keep telling him not to do that, but he'll pick up his entire 5 to look at his hand, so I gotta make sure he doesn't do that again. But it's all good. We trust each other and we're playing. So what we're gonna do here is just while we can, because there's not really too many good turn 2 plays, we're gonna Meteor Volcano the buggy off, because generally on this turn he could have just donned it up and then swung on me with another swing. We want to make sure he preserve our life totals, because if he does get off his curve and I can't just nuke the board or kill the board one by one, I'm going to be taking a lot of life later. So using Ivankov to draw, or sorry, using the field card to draw and then put the cards down, he's going to end up swinging for 7. There's nothing I can really do about this. It's a really good number, and I can't afford to take this card, so we're going to go on a 4 life. Next, opening up. Swinging all of these over. So a full 9 damage. Normally this deck can just counter out of almost anything, but I felt like 9 damage was going to be a lot to not counter out of. We're in a weird space though. You can see that the fact that my turn was literally swinging for 9, that's kind of wild. So he's going to draw another card, discard a Vanilla Crocodile. Forcing as much damage as you can these first couple turns are very important. Swinging for 7 again, and I had to think hard about this. How hard did I want to drop down? So we're going to take that 1 more life. I think this is where we're going to be sticky and try to defend. But we have a fair amount of 2Ks in hand. It's just that the way my curve is set up, I think I open up 10 drop and a bunch of 2Ks as well. But we just cannot afford to let this go. So he gets Dofi out, rearranges his top 5. This is going to be particularly annoying. Unfortunately, I think he got the Dofi off of the draw 1. Otherwise, he just would have played it first and then drawn the best card into his hand. But now that we've got 6 Dawn, we can start playing. Tapping all 6. I believe for Sakazuki, yeah. And Sakazuki is going to get rid of, unfortunately, a good card, because we have far too many 2Ks in hand. Yep, Asuru. We're going to destroy Doflamingo, and then we're going to swing for a neutral 5K. Very easy to guard, and I'm sure you will. Ends up going with a 2K. Very interesting. It shows that he's got some strong pieces in hand or not enough counter power. But now that he's able to be up at this, he's going to believe he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's at 7, so this is where the crucial turns start. He swung without attaching any Dawn, which is kind of annoying. So I'm just going to stop the attack, and he's going to play Ivankov, and Ivankov is going to go straight into... Nice. Azuma. Then he's going to draw a card, and then get rid of the Luffy. He's seeing that Luffy is kind of a dead card because I'm going to play a lot of high cost, and we are trying to stabilize into playing our 10 drop. So, we actually have to do our best to get rid of some stuff here. So we're actually going to play Garp. Like I said in my video, I do like Garp. He gives you some very, very nice options. And after playing Garp, looking at our hand, we're going to end up swinging or activating Garp's effect and trashing another Sakazuki to pop Inazuma. And then we don't want to swing with Sakazuki yet because Sakazuki will likely end up getting us really hurt. If we swing with Sakazuki, we're definitely losing him. We're probably going to lose Garp this turn. But we're going to end up actually deciding to go full tilt. We decided that losing it is not really worth trying to keep it up. We've got nothing but the 10 drop and a bunch of 2Ks in hand, and if he swings at my field, he won't swing at my face. And if he doesn't swing at my face, then my 2 drop is or my 10 drop is going to land, and I'm going to have much, much better chances of being healthy. So now we're going to swing over for 8, make him have it. I do think he has enough in hand. That's a hefty cost in hand. Yeah, the Gum Gum Rain and then get a little higher than that. That's a very hefty cost. Alright, he's trying to get to his end game, so we gotta see exactly what goes on here. Definitely trying to gear up for some good plays while being able to empty out my board. Sakazuki's a base 7K, so that's going to be a little rough. He can clear my board, but clearing my board will likely cut him off from making any forward advancement, and he can't really afford to do that. So he's going to swing at Garp for a total of 8. Thinking about it, I'm actually going to choose to defend it up to 9. And then he's going to end up swinging at Garp for 10. Sorry, that's actually, yeah, that's 9. 9, there we go. And seeing that he can't swing for the rest of the turn nor remove it, that's when I decided to go down to 1 card in hand in order to play that. And this is going to be disastrous for him. Because now I'm about to go up to 10. Being able to play my my Kuzan and wipe his blocker directly off the map. Now at this point, I could turn Garp to the side in order to kill his Ivankov, but then I'll for surely lose Garp next turn, and I want to be able to kill him next turn. So I know just with this board, he will not be able to kill me, so I'm just going to play it safe. Knowing how many attacks your opponent has next turn and being able to gauge the clock, especially with so many so little cards in hand in Ivankov, is a very important skill right now. So he's got 4 cards in hand, and he's staring down a lot of strong attackers. So he's going to try to draw to fish. I believe that looks like a 7 drop Doflamingo in hand. Trying to decide which card to keep, which card not to keep. It's a little rough at this point. In a very, very bad position. A lot of his cards do not interact with my cards the same way. So he drops the Luffy. I cannot blame him. And he ends up swinging at me, and I end up taking a life. And the worst part is being able to get the volcanic meteor to be able to draw 2, trash 1. That was a very, 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 very strong trigger for me. It was actually unfortunate I was able to get that, because I do believe I got at least 1 blocker off of that. Playing again. He's going to be able to play the Bond Clay, and he has a blocker out. So he's going to attempt to get too many cards for me to actually go off of. Yeah, I think got a blocker, a Borsalino, and a Kobe off of this. It was just very unfair between the draws from that trigger. I got a card off my life and then the draws from that trigger. Pretty much replenishing my hand and giving me the cards I needed. Only downside about having a game with a trigger system. So now he plays Alvita because he just wants enough swings to game me next turn, provided he could swing this turn. I have to attack him 3 different times, and he has a locker out, so 3 to 4 times. But this is black, so he is kind of playing off of the hopes that I don't get there. And yes, I can see I have an impact in hand. This is my bad. In Instagram start going off. I have an impact in hand, impact wave, and then I also have I believe a Kobe and a Borsalino, allowing me to very much so survive this turn. So I was thinking about what I wanted to do here. I have to do this carefully. So what we're gonna do is swing and kill the Ivankov, seeing if he takes that bait or not. He blocks it, and that's going to mean that, but he can see how many cards I have on the field. I need to swing 3 times, and I only have 2 attacks. So that officially turns this into a split turn. I cannot effectively kill in this turn. So I 7k into 7k, and that's when I can see that he either doesn't have counter power, or he's going to prioritize the countering on his own life. So at this point, wanting to make sure that he doesn't have enough cards to hurt me badly, I'm going to activate Smoker. This is effect, and so now we have 0 cost, so Smoke is a 7k. I'm going to swing with Garp, and he ends up taking it because once again he knows that I can't be killed, or I can't kill him this turn. We can't kill each other. Well, just like how I counted his attacks last turn and he couldn't kill me, he's doing the same thing this turn. So even if he goes down to 1 life, he's going to have a crackback turn next turn, and he's going to hope to get it. So I'm swinging with 7k, and he decides to take it on the off chance of getting something that that he just needs. And then we're going to try to lock out the game. So I'm going to play Kobe, and Kobe's going to kill Sakazuki again. I'm going to kill Bond Clay to get 1 less attack. And then we are going to tap 4 to play Borsalino. All 3 Admirals on board. And then we've got the 2 up still for Impact Wave. And that kind of seals the deal. If he swings with his leader first, Impact Wave will kill Alvita. If he swings with Alvita first, he's likely going to get blocked, but Impact Wave can still stop. Point being, he's only got 2 attacks, and I have 1 life, 1 blocker, and an Impact Wave in hand. So there's not a lot of good stuff he can do. So he's just going to dig. Right now, perhaps if he were to see a Luffy, he could use Luffy, and Luffy could bounce my Borsalino to my hand, giving me 1k counter in hand. But then he could also swing with his board and attempt to split the rest of his Dawn. But if he plays a Luffy, that's I believe 6, and so he only has 4 left over. That's not enough for anything. I believe he dropped his hand because there was just, well, there's pretty much nothing he can do here. He dropped his hand. I believe he might have an Ivankov in hand, setting up for the draws. But I think really Luffy is one of the only things that could help here, and it doesn't even help enough. So he's at least going to play it to see what's up. Drawing into another Alvita, and then just scooping the game. Showing me the Mihawk that he was thinking about playing, me showing him the Impact Wave. And that is the end of Ivankov versus Smoker. Unfortunately, I had a really good curve in that game, and he was just not able to take off. So yeah, that's what happens often when you have a deck that doesn't rush versus black. Black can actually get into its control state very, very, very well. So yeah, let's actually head over to the closing, and then we'll wrap up this video. So yeah, there you have it. I do believe we were able to put into play some of the things I talked about in my Everything You Need to Know About Smoker. And then when you guys eventually get to my Everything You Need to Know About Ivankov, you'll probably see some more bits in there too. And I also implore everybody to go back into the match playlist and just look at all these things so that you can just see how some of these play out. You'll be able to, between the videos I put up and talking about these, as well as many other content creators, bless everybody for putting out the content, as well as you know, just like these matches, you should be able to put together a lot about these decks. And we're not done yet. There's so much content that we're going to be pushing out throughout the next week and this week as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. As usual, I do have to give a shout out to just the people that made this possible. And those people would be Blessed to Pax, the mysterious elusive CG, because, you know, said no thanks needed, but I'm still going to thank you every time I can. TCG Metals, thanks dude, fellow Chris Ranger, and Dylan. Thank you guys for making it possible to record with this overhead mount. And next, I just wanted to talk about the Mystic TCG event, the Great Pirate Festival, going down to Missouri later this month. Details will be in the description. I've got it up as a picture here, but it's a basic case tournament with flair added on, custom mats, other prizes as well. First place will be walking away with boxes, as well as a super pre-release winners Luffy promo, as well as second place getting multiple boxes, as well as a manga ace. So just look down there, register if you can make it out. That's an event that I think is actually worth flying out to. If you feel very confident, if you think you can win, that's a lot of stuff to take home as a prize. So yeah, moving on to our message from Mystic TCG, just so you guys know where to buy the singles for all your card gaming needs, and then the closing. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want to really help me out, show me some love on the next video that comes out, which will be the Battle Spirits gameplay that will come out today. So yeah, thanks, and I'll see you next time. Later. So let's talk about Mystic TCG, your one-stop shop for all your TCG needs. On the site, you can buy or pre-order plenty of sealed product for plenty of games. Just make sure though, if you're pre-ordering, to give it 3 to 4 months in advance to start looking, because sometimes the product is indeed hot, supply and demand, you know. And then if you want to buy singles, go on tcgplayer.com. There's going to be a link in the description where you can buy for the best value. And if you want to sell cards or collections, you can message them on their Facebook site so you can get the best bang for your buck on any type of way you want to buy or sell cards. And then while you're at it, you can use the code UNIXTCG at checkout to get even more of a discount. So hey, what are you waiting for? Check out Mystic TCG today.